All right, third in the draft was Mr. David Nighelli. He had really, really good keepers, perhaps one of the best sets of keepers for their value of where they were picked in the draft. That's C.J. Anderson, Jeremy Hill. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think C.J. was 16 and Hill was maybe 13 or 12, somewhere in that range. CBS has given him a B plus for his draft. I'd probably give him, not that he has necessarily a C plus team, but I think he drafted as a C plus, and I'll kind of go over that. So I guess starting with the first pick of the draft, I guess I don't necessarily have a problem with going in that direction, but I probably would have drove up here and punched Paulie in the face for taking Antonio Brown, because if he dropped to me in that third position, that's probably the direction I would have gone, given who your starting running backs are. And but even having said that, I would have really struggled not taking Dez in that spot because of your starting lineup running backs. But again, Jamal Charles is still a beast, and you still got to fill a flex spot. So not a major concern or anything like that. But I would have drove up here and punched Paulie in the face. Besides, he probably could have used the punch in the face anyway yesterday. So I think you clearly have the strongest running back core in the league. Because of going C.J. Hill and Charles right off the bat. Probably, again, just pointing back to the C plus, I question Julian Edelman with your second pick. I would have gone Jordan Matthews, Jeffrey, or Landry, and the same story with your third pick with Andre Johnson. I get Andrew Luck and all that. I probably still would have gone either Matthews, Jeffrey, or Landry in those picks. So that's just me. I would have felt a little more comfortable with those two as my starters, or one of those three of those two picks versus the two you grabbed there. But clearly you made up for it on the rest of the draft, because you probably have the strongest wide receiving bench, though you also probably have the weakest running back bench, but who cares, because they're never going to crack the starting lineup anyway unless there's a bye. Which sort of is a problem, because you do have both C.J. Anderson and Jeremy Hill on week 7, but I guess you have a few weeks to figure that out. You took Matthew Stafford, Eli Manning. Those guys are solid, so no complaints there. So I'll give the draft a C plus, but the team as a whole is better than a C plus. All right.